Hey friends, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very good option for a very competitively priced EDC flashlight that puts out a whopping amount of lumens. This is the Sofirn SC33 that I have in this hand. Over here in this box is what I'm going to be giving to you. No strings attached. I pay for shipping. You just got to leave a comment that I can pick on the video and I will ship it to you. I say no strings attached. You got to be in the lower 48 states. I'm giving it away absolutely free. Shipping is on my dime. This little light has really impressed, Sofirn, period, has really impressed me with their array of lights. I'm an Olight fanboy, I admit it, but they are a tad bit expensive. This light right here has done really well. I've had it for about almost 4 weeks now, and I've taken it with me on a few trips that I'll show you some nighttime footage of me using it, and it's performed great. It's just a good light, guys, and it's very well priced. Right now on Amazon, this thing is going for $54, which for this quality of a light is really, I think, a fair price. So let's dive in just a little bit closer, and I'm gonna quickly go over what this light is, some of the features, and I think you guys are gonna like it. All right, so to start off, I'm gonna throw this up in front of the screen, and you guys can pause it if you want to go over the lumens and the run times, because I don't wanna waste anyone's time going over these specs. But this light on turbo pulls out 5,200 lumens, okay guys? So this is an extremely bright light, 327 meter throw, 26,750 candela. So this light is extremely bright. Now the one thing that you'll see is it is a tail switch only light. There are no side buttons whatsoever, so this is considered kind of like a tactical type light, which I do like in the hands because it's easy to pick up, put your thumb back here, you can double click, and you're gonna go straight into turbo mode. I think that's probably the most important. Now, you can really customize these Sofirn lights to have this tail switch, really configure it any way that you want. You can change the way that they ramp up, but straight out of the box, just know if you come back here, double click, you're gonna get to your 5,200 lumens. And I'll throw in some night footage of this light at 5,200 lumens that I took camping with me, and it did phenomenal. I would consider it a fairly deep pocket clip. It does stop about a quarter of an inch from the top, so you're gonna get a little bit of poke out of your pocket, but the pocket clip itself is very low profile, so it fits in your pocket really nice. Now this isn't an extremely small flashlight, okay? So it is a little bit bigger, so you will definitely feel this in your pocket. However, you know, it does kind of tuck away pretty nicely. You can see the one LED right there in the center. You've got an orange pill reflector, so this is gonna be more of a flood pattern light. This is not a thrower, but when you need an EDC light, I prefer more of a floody light because it does light up everything around you. As far as the battery is concerned, you unscrew the top, you got a couple of nice O-rings that's gonna give it an IP68 water rating. So you can drop this thing in the pool, you can drop it in the lake, and you're gonna be just fine, or use it out in the rain. Absolutely no issue whatsoever. But this is a user replaceable 21700 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This is branded Sofirn, but you guys can pick any battery that you want, and it's gonna work in here. It's extremely easy to replace. You just pop it in, screw down that top, and you are completely waterproof. The charging on it is a USB Type-C right here in the tail with this little rubber flappy doodle thingamajigger that's going to protect that port if it does get wet. And when you turn it on, it's going to give you different LED indicators to let you know where your battery stands in terms of state of charge. So if you've got a solid green, that's going to be, you got 75 to 100% of your battery. If it's flashing green, you're going to have 50 to 75% of your battery. If it's a solid red, you're going to have 25 to 50%. And then if it is a flashing red, you've got less than 25% and you need to go get this thing put on the charger. So you have a total of 4 different indicators on this LED to let you know where your battery stands. Now also when you charge it, it's gonna be red, pretty simple. When it's done charging, it's gonna be green to let you know that the battery is completely topped off. Now this button down here, if I can get it in focus just enough, it's got a little bit of texture on it, so it feels pretty good on the thumb. You know, I don't know, it might be a silly thing that I've noticed, but that little bit of texture does feel good when you're back there, you know, pressing on it. So just another little feature of this light, and It is solid aluminum, so this thing is built very, very well. This thing has 7 modes on it, going from moonlight all the way up to a strobe. So strobe warning, guys, but you know, to get into turbo, you double click. To get into the strobe pattern, you triple click. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to throw out a really, really weird strobe pattern that's got a couple of different strobes built into it. So it's pretty disorienting. If you need to use that, just single click to get out of it. Now, to kind of use this thing not on turbo and just test out the different levels of brightness, if you single click this tail cap, that's going to put you in the last use setting. And if you press and hold on it, it's going to run through all the different settings. And then once you find one you like, let go. And that's going to be the setting. And it does have memory, so when you cut this light off, it's going to go back to the last lumen setting that you had it set at. So pretty simple user interface. Again, you can really customize these things the way that you like. However, I'm just keeping it as is, the way that it came shipped to me, because it's fine for me. But overall, just a really nice $54 flashlight that's going to put out an absolute ton of light. And like I said, I've taken this out on a few trips with me, so here are a few night shots that I used this light on out at a local campground. And as you can see, this light is throwing out a ton of light. And I'm clearing the lake, I'm getting to the tree line across the lake. It's lighting up everything that I would ever need. And the light does get a little bit warm, but honestly, it felt pretty good at that time because it was pretty cold outside, so I was using the light as a bit of a hand warmer. But overall, the flood pattern is great. It puts out enough throw to see pretty far down the way. But again, it's not a thrower. It's more of a flood pattern. But this light, you know, I was afraid that I was bothering my neighbors. I didn't want to shine it too far across the lake because there were other RVs parked over there, and you know, I didn't want them thinking that someone was trying to see in their RV. But it did do very well, and I was pretty impressed with how bright this thing actually got on turbo. I've been pretty impressed with Sofirn lately. This is, I think, my 3rd light that I've got from them that has been, you know, the quality's been great, the output has been great, the build quality of these lights has been really, really nice, and I'm pretty impressed with them, especially for the price point, because guys, we lose flashlights, and this is not going to make you cry if you lose it, if you drop it in the lake and you can't retrieve it. You know, you're not out a ton of money, and this one again is around $54, and for 5,200 lumens on turbo, I think that's a really good deal. So it's just a pretty nice little light, I gotta say. I'm pretty impressed with it. Now again, leave a comment down below if you want to get thrown in the hat for a drawing, because I am giving one of these away completely free. I'm paying for shipping, and this can be yours. I will announce the winner in 2 weeks after the release of this video and post a pinned comment, and I will try to contact you, and if I am lucky enough to get a response back and get a delivery address, I will ship this light to you absolutely for free. So gang, this is the Sofirn SC33. And it's a pretty darn good little EDC light, even if you don't win. I will leave a link for this light down in the video description if you want to check it out for yourself on Amazon. I think it would be a good option just to throw in your tool bag if you don't already have a pretty nice, bright EDC type flashlight. So, gang, until next time, see you soon.